because we did the course for the last 3 years, didn't end. COVID also came inside, and as the president has just said that for me to be part of that program is, you don't apply to be in that program. You are invited. So they invited East African coach who was coaching for DRC and Vita, which is top guy, now he's in England, a good friend of mine, Florent Dibenge, and they invited on the west of Africa, they invited Aliou Cisse, you know him, he just won the AFCON, and to SADC or maybe South, I was lucky to be invited to be part of all that delegation, so that the whole Africa is recognized. Of course, was done by the Moroccan Federation through CAF and FIFA, and we had all the instructors from FIFA who were helping us to deliver this, because it's the first one, obviously, ever in the continent, and to be part of that learning team in that group, you learn a lot, you make friends, you understand Africa as a whole, and you're sitting with the people who have won everything. Oh, I forgot the legendary coach Shahata, you know him. His last game was when I played against him when I was a Safa from Egypt, the legendary one who won all the trophies in AFCON. So he was part of that also. So really to be part of that, and as I'm listening to the president was speaking about the people who were there, are the winners of, if you make your research, you see the class that we are on, the last 7 years, maybe 6 years of inter-club competitions. The guys are there. I've lost finals to them, I've lost semi-finals to them, you know, and really amazing people who have won Champions League, was won the Confederation Cup, have won the CHAN, have won everything. But above that is for me to learn what's happening in Africa and to swim with the sharks, you know. I've seen the preparation of the Morocco Federation, the Women Federation, when they prepared for Banyana. I've seen everything they were doing because we were all in the same place. I've seen the training program of Morocco when they played Bafana, because I was there and I was watching everything. When we lost to them in the qualifiers of AFCON, but we will qualify because I was there when I watched also Liberia, so I know we will qualify. We'll go to the AFCON. Don't stress about it. Yes, we will. No, I'm not saying it because I'm sitting here with the panel, but we will, because it's a fact. I've seen Liberia play. I've seen how Bafana played against Morocco. We might look at the results, but I think the boys really gave account of themselves in that game. Okay, sometimes we look at the results only. But yeah, above that is for me to be inside the Morocco Federation and know everything that they do and learn why are they so dominant and what makes that, you know. I even interacted with Fauzi, who's the right-hand man of the president of CAF, and his coach, Florent Dibenge, of course. So this for me is an honor to be brought here at home and to this house. Yes, I've had a lot of history with the federations, and for me is to share the positives only. And one of the positives is that probably you guys forgot is that the federation took me to school for 6 weeks to learn football in Germany with the DFB, and that was my foundation phase. And I'm humbled about it. Thanks for it, because sometimes we don't mention about things like this. I was schooled here, and one of the methodologies I'm using for my school sports, I received it from the German Football Federation through the program that SAFA took me to. So it's a give back with the school sport. We'll talk about the school sport when we have time. Of course, I had to get the blessings and also understand the structure of how SAFA works with the schools, because I'm only a technician. I'm not anything else. I'm the man on the pitch. So what I do with school sport, I go on the pitch to train the coaches to train the children the proper way and the right way. So to make sure that they don't do anything that they want, because it's very, very important to get the fundamentals of how things are, because sometimes we forget how Senegal is, how Cote d'Ivoire and all Cameroon. We're thinking all those players are in Cameroon and in Senegal and playing against Bafana. No one is there. They're all in Europe, and they've been there for many years and been through and some are born there. They've gone through the processes of doing football the right way. And I think the best place for me is to go to the schools. I remember when my good friend Mazola here before, when I was still hustling for my contract with my employees here. When I was in South Africa, he says, no, Pitso wants to have an academy. I said, no, I don't want an academy. I want the school sport. So we come from far like that, Mazola. So it's not something that I want to do now, or I thought I must do now. So it has been there, and I fought for it to win my contract. So we are here now, and I got the blessings from the president to say, how can we improve football in the schools? Because children are in the schools, and the teams can only have 20 players, 20 players, 20 players. But what happens to the whole country? So the country is at the schools, children are in the schools, they play football in the schools. So we can't miss them. So that's where we are going, and that's mass participation, to be honest. That's where we're going, and if we get them right in the schools, it would be nice. I had good meetings with MNC for education, Mr. Panyaza. So I'm just knocking on the right doors and trying to make sure that am I in the right space, am I in the right path, and also get some blessings. So we will talk about it with Mr. Panyaza when time comes. So we are in the schools, and we haven't launched because I'm busy with the manuals. It's very, very important that. So just in a nutshell, that's what we are doing, and I got the blessings from the Federation to go into the schools. And thanks everybody, thanks teachers, Lux for the certificate, and also maybe I should mention the Morocco Federation, the President Fauzi, he's been good to me also. Okay, we had our own issues because you know me, at some stages I like to get my space, and when I feel like my light is being dimmed, I like to make it sure that it lights again. So, but in a positive way, the President of Federation, Mr. Fauzi, who's also the President of Berkan, if you don't know, the team that beat Paris in the Confederation Cup. So it's good to be in those spaces, and by the way, I'm a South African and this is home. Thank you.